Late, but here's a speed run of every single book I read in February. First was Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. It's about a psychologist's experience during the Holocaust and how to find meaning in spite of suffering. Generally one of the best nonfictions I've ever read, 5 out of 5. I read Dracula by Bram Stoker. A lot scarier than I was expecting this to be, but a little rambly. 4 out of 5. After that was Babel by R.F. Kuang. I like this book a lot. It is, however, the most heavy-handed book I've ever read in my entire life. I give her a 4 out of 5. After that I read The Shining by Stephen King. Now fully understand why Stephen King hated the movie. Honestly, if I read the book first, I probably would have also. 4.5 out of 5. After that was Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. My experience reading this book was basically the same experience I had when I read Mistborn, which was just, this book's fine, I guess. I don't really see the hype.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Another 4 out of 5. I read Born to Run by Christopher McDougall. I would have liked this book a lot more if it didn't spend so much time using really crappy statistics to try to convince me to be a barefoot vegan. I'm not gonna do it. 3 out of 5. And Vanderbilt by Anderson Cooper. For a book entitled The Rise and Fall of an American Dynasty, I was expecting a lot more of this book to be about the rise and fall of this family. I was more of this book dedicated to yacht racing. 2.5 out of 5. I read Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. I cannot put into words how much this book destroyed me. If you can, read it slowly. 5 out of 5. Almost towards the end, I then read A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms by George R.R. Martin. The more I read from this man, the more I become convinced that, like, this stuff actually happened, because how on earth does one person make all this up? 4 out of 5. And the last book I read was Twisted Love by Anna Huang. This is the worst book I've ever read in my life. The scene where he comes on her face is immediately followed by a flashback to her mom killing herself. What the fuck? I give it like a 0, I guess. Happy reading!